panic, he loves the flare. One more drop, one more slam. Toe leaves the whole damn place in jam.
Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law. To pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Everybody say it with me. Get the chants going. Let's go. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to the show. Everybody ready? Toba, 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 Toba. Good morning, one and all. It's the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'm Aaron Imholt. Do we go with Toba? Or do we go with here? We could go with this one. We could go new school. With everybody saying Steel Toe Show, yeah. Stupid. Welcome to the program. Good morning, everybody. So much to do today. I'm so excited. I won't get to all of it because I'll run my mouth about everything. We're pumped, dude. What a weekend. I hope you had a good weekend. Mine was amazing. My whole rest of the summer is just packed with stuff to do. Just events, taking the kids all over the place. Got family events coming up. Then you got Labor Day. It's almost done, man. It's almost a wrap on summer. Although, you know, the nice thing is when you're an adult, summer is more of a weather thing versus like a time frame. Like when you're young, summer is summer because you don't have to go to school. So it's like once summer ends and it's September, you're like, oh, it's school time, but it's still summer. Like in Minnesota, it's summer until really the beginning of October. Like I know we shit on how cold it is here in Minnesota, but you're still getting 80s pretty regularly in September. And you might pop a stray 70 in early October. In Minnesota, it happens. You know, I don't know if you read the papers, but the whole planet is on fire, and not just the one that Jews are setting. Thanks, Javier Milei. But it like in Minnesota, you know, global warming has made it so we're not a total frozen tundra all the time, and we still get some nice weather. So like summer can hang in there. Like you can have like an early Oktoberfest in Minnesota, and if you're a complete psychopath, you can probably like swim. You can go in the water. So like summer, everyone's like, oh, summer's almost over. Summer's almost over. Summer weather isn't almost over. We still got a good month and a half. But yeah, the summer schedule, what most people consider like Memorial Day to Labor Day. Okay, I'll give you that. Plenty to talk about today. I'm so excited. We're going to get to the Andrew Wilson, Candace Owens stuff. I was grossed out by the grifting. That's right. The guy with the goal every day was grossed out by the grifting. Dude, so many people were doing live stream reacts, and like none of your content is good if you're doing live debate, live stream reacts. Like even if you after the debate's over, you're like, we're just going to watch the whole debate together. It's like that's such a money bomb. Like that's way worse than a goal. Like you can't shit on Steel Toe and then do we're going to watch the entire debate show. You can watch clips. You can watch clips and you can break down the clips. But like, you're basically letting Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens do your show for you, but you make the money. Like that, I think down the road, streaming services are going to end up shutting people down for that shit. Because it's just, you're going to get like so what they do is they take big creators' content and just play it. They don't really, playing a clip and not putting a lot of transformative content in there is one thing. That's okay. It's a clip. It's like when you go on, even when you went on Johnny Carson or Jay Leno and you showed a movie trailer, you showed a clip from a movie, I guess you still got permission from the studio to do that even. But like playing a clip and breaking it down, whatever, that's fine. But like watching all these people live, like especially live reacts, people were like, we're going to come watch it on my channel. We'll talk about it while they're doing it. It's like, no, don't do that. Shut up and let them do their debate. It was people just making money without putting in the effort, and it's kind of gross. And I will say this, what I do is far less shitty than what they all did. I mean, what I do is honorable compared to that shit. In that vein, let's make it a perfect Monday. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships. Looks like I'm not going to say anything too early. Looks like I may have to do overtime today as we're only 19 memberships from 600. So we'll see how that goes. I don't mind a little extra time. Like I said, we have a lot of stuff today. We'll get to the Candace Owens, Andrew Wilson thing. Personally, I think if you didn't watch the debate, you're the winner. Otherwise, PBD, I thought, was the winner of the debate because he got paid to do absolutely nothing except read Candace Owens' text messages, apparently. He does not have a future as a debate moderator. Like, if there were a real debate moderator there, I think both of those two would have been thrown out of the room, especially Andrew Wilson. Andrew Wilson looked like a complete ass in that entire, I don't know where this reputation came from that he's a good debater. Every clip I see of him debating, he's either being bad faith, he's either engaging in these stupid semantics arguments that mean nothing, and then he acts like he won, and then the rest is him not debating. Like the other clips I've seen of him where people are like, watch him own this guy. It's like he's not owning anybody. He's not debating. Like Andrew Wilson's debate tactics are obfuscate, argue semantics like you won something. Like if someone says, oh, man, they always do this. And Andrew's like, well, there's one time that they didn't do it. So you said always. So that means I won. It's like, no, that just means you're being a cunt. It doesn't mean you want, we're speaking in general terms here. Andrew Wilson is the debate definition of missing the forest for the trees. Like, he's like, that tree's not like that tree. This forest isn't all the same. It's like, okay, Andrew. All right, Andrew. You're like, I feel like, people who lie a lot, people who try to trick people a lot. I think tricksters, hucksters, and liars probably really like Andrew Wilson because he kind of justifies the way they behave. Whereas Candace Owens can't debate her way out of a wet paper bag. Candace Owens, what entertains me about her is she just says wild shit and then lets people go, you don't have any proof, you don't have any proof, and then like a month later we'll release this thing that makes a shitload of people look dumb. It's kind of fun, but she's not a debater. She's like a magician, She'll do a misdirection, or she'll go, hey, this is going on over here. Look what I found. Boom. A bunch of DMs of a guy shitting on Jews or something. I don't think either of these two are good debaters, and they didn't have a good debate, and PBD is not a debate moderator. I think if you wanted to have two people who know stuff about this and are decent at debating, maybe you could have had, I don't know, let's go Valhalla VFT versus Andrew Colvett. Maybe those two guys could have done a good job, but these two, it's all dudes in here except for these bitches. Like, they were both awful, and they both sucked. And the only winners of that Andrew Wilson, Candace Owens debate were the people who didn't watch it. Then we've got Tim Pool on Jubilee today. I'm excited about the Tim Pool Jubilee clips. Speaking of a guy who's terrible at debating, Tim Pool crashed out multiple times. They called it one moderate versus 20 liberals. Since when is Tim? I guess Tim Pool's a moderate in that trying to nail down his positions is like nailing Jell-O to a wall. Like, Tim Pool doesn't really have positions. Tim Pool has incitements. Like, that's all he has. Tim Pool has, I'm going to say some fucked up wild shit with no basis in reality and then get people fired up and then talk about it, which isn't bad, but he's not a good debater. And he's not really a moderate. Just because nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about, that doesn't make you a moderate. A moderate is someone who really doesn't have a lot of far positions. A lot of people think a moderate is someone who, he believes in some wild right-wing shit, and he believes in some wild left-wing shit. Well, no, that's a guy who's just all over the place. Moderate is you're in the middle. You don't really get too far off the beaten path on any one particular topic. You tend to be a moderate guy. In fact, Benjamin Franklin once said, "I am an extreme moderate, Mr. Rutledge." He was talking to one of the delegates to the Continental Congress. He goes, "I am an extreme moderate, Mr. Rutledge. I believe anyone who does not believe in compromise and moderation ought to be castrated," which is fun. So we got the Tim Pool Jubilee thing. Nancy Mace got trashy white girl tattoos because women are fucking mentally ill now. At all ages, she's 48 and she's getting all tatted up. And guys, don't chase the tatted up broads, all right? It's just, it's going to be, you're going to live a life of arguments, gaslighting, psychopathy. Just don't. And gals, when you're going through a tough time, when you're going through a tough time, just go through a tough time, all right? Dig in deep, analyze your feelings, work on your shit, get help if you need to. But having some crusty dude take a needle to your arm and put pretty colors on it, that's not dealing with your trauma. That's not handling your mental health shit. That's just, you're turning your body into an easel of cope. Like, you're just becoming a cope canvas, your entire body. And the louder, the flashier, the more colorful, the more fucked up you are. Really, women with bright tattoos are like a poison dart frog. You know, like a poison dart frog that has those bright colors to warn predators. If you eat me, you're going to die in like 13 seconds. Women have bright tattoos to tell men, I'm a poison dart frog. If you eat me, you're going to die. It's going to kill you spiritually and maybe literally. And then also we have a story about Dan Bilzerian started a rumor that Nick Fuentes might have HIV. So we have a very fun show today. I'm super excited about it. As far as the weekend goes, I hope yours was great. I ain't trying to brag, homeboy. Mine was fantastic. I had a killer time this weekend. SP, my mom, my dad, and a cousin of mine, and Oz, we all went to the Sawyer Brown concert at Raleigh's. I love Sawyer Brown. They're one of my top 5 favorite bands of all time. Love Sawyer Brown. Sawyer Brown was also the first concert my mom and dad went to together as a couple. Aw, isn't that something? So I bought them all tickets for my dad's birthday, Father's Day, and my mom just got to tag along. It wasn't shit. That's just really nice of me to buy her a West Deck ticket to Sawyer Brown. And SP came with, my cousin came with, and Oz was there running sound for Raised on Radio. The opening band. Oz was running the mix. He was running the sound for the opener, and just a blast. Oz came up on the West Deck after he was done working. We watched Sawyer Brown. Everybody's drinking and eating and having a great time. Can't say enough, man. It was just one of those nights that, and I think we were saying it as we were walking out to the parking lot. My dad was like, "Oh man, they're still killing it, like just like they did in the '80s. Like they still got it, and they do." Mark Miller's great. Obviously, the band's great. They've been all playing together for 42 years now, so like they kind of they've fallen into a rhythm after 42 years. But no, it was very good. I've got a bunch of videos. I'm not going to show you because it'll fucking bore you to death because nobody gives a shit. But I just wanted to say, very fun part of the weekend. And so yesterday was kind of a sleepy day. I went to mass, and then on the seventh day I rested. Yesterday, but a fine weekend. I hope you also had a fine weekend. Let's get into it. Let's talk to the audience here a little, and then let's jump in with the Hayden Panettiere stuff, which is very, very sad. Then we'll get into Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens, and then Johnny will join us, and it'll ruin the entire show. Professor Tie-Dye with $1. Let's see what we got. Oh, booger cunt. Here we go.
Professor Tie-Dye has donated $1 and says, Aaron, confess you killed Hayden Panettiere by your obsessive talking about her.
You know, everybody wants me to like confess like it's the Inquisition. They want me to confess that I killed Hayden Panettiere. Every time a celebrity dies, and I've talked about them a lot, it's the curse of the toe. Like, I killed her. I loved her. She was one of my first celebrity crushes. That was like my age. Hillary Duff was number one. Hillary Duff was my first lady crush. Not lady crush. That would make me the lady. Was my first crush that I had on a lady that was like my age. I think she's like literally the same age as me. Same with Lindsay Lohan. I think Lindsay Lohan was my second crush with Mean Girls. And then it might be Hayden Panettiere in Raising Helen. Like, I was like 15 when that movie came out. She was like 14 or whatever, close in age. I was like, oh my, he's very pretty. And then Hayden Panettiere ends up marrying one of my favorite boxers of his era, Vladimir Klitschko. I'm a way bigger fan of his brother Vitaly, but whatever, it doesn't matter. She marries Vladimir Klitschko. Oh no, she never married him. They had a kid, they got engaged, but then she had like a bunch of mental health problems. And if I get this wrong, I'm going to feel so bad. But I believe that at least for a time, I don't know if it was this way when she died, she let Vladimir have full custody because she had mental health issues, depression and all that. You know, she was a child star in Hollywood. I don't even want to know. In fact, she was starting to speak up about her experiences as a child star in Hollywood, like some really fucked up shit. There was a story on a boat, and now she's dead. And that seems to happen a lot to people, to high-profile people who start talking about their experience with abuse in politics or Hollywood. They disappear. Now, did Hayden Panettiere, was she disappeared? I don't know. I think in Hollywood, like after Weinstein and stuff, we all kind of know. I don't think Hayden Panettiere coming out, and she wasn't naming names, and she wasn't going to name names, and I think that's because she knew she would fucking die. She had serious mental health problems. Like, she had really bad depression. So I'm guessing she probably did herself in. In fact, you know what? This is a good time to say goodbye to YouTube. See you later. See you later, YouTube. We have to go talk about adult stuff, so we can't be on the kiddie platform. The link to the Rumble chat is in the YouTube chat. Go ahead and click it and join us. We'll see you in a bit. I like that we can just get off of YouTube.